Hey everybody, so last night I was on Original Hour by Comic Books NYC and I had a blast. It was fun. So I'm gonna leave a link down below if you guys want to catch the rewind. Tons of fun showcasing original art. And so today, for New Comic Book Day, we're gonna be reviewing one of the stories inside of DC's Legion of Bloom. It's priced at $9.99. It's a pretty thick book. A series of small stories in here, and we're going to be talking about one in particular. We're going to be talking about the Poison Ivy one. This is a cover beat. Pretty nice cover, pretty decent. Mostly because I've been covering a lot of the Poison Ivy stuff. So let me tell you something about this story though. I think that this is probably like the most heroic that I've seen Poison Ivy. Like, this really felt like a superhero comic, because you do have like a panel in here where Poison Ivy is like crashing into the lair of the bad guys like she's Batman, and she's wearing the classic Poison Ivy suit and everything. It just looks fantastic. It was just awesome. But it's also incredibly layered. Even though it's a short story, it has like little stories within the story. So, and this takes place before Poison Ivy 1. So she's still in Gotham. She's working at a florist. She's there with a younger woman. She's there with an older woman. The older woman is the owner of the shop. And we got this nice little bit where this gentleman walks in and says that his wife is sick. So he's hoping to buy her a bouquet of flowers so that she feels better. And this is where we see the benevolent side of Poison Ivy, where she's like, you know, wants to be nice. This is like her altruistic side. So she takes the bouquet of flowers, uses her powers to perk them up, to make them nice and fresh and vibrant and everything. But she also does a little bit extra, because remember, she's a botanist. So she adds a little bit of extra, you know, herbal juju in there. And later on, the man reports that the flowers made her feel a whole lot better. All right. So it does say that Poison Ivy didn't necessarily cure the woman of whatever she's got, but it did make her feel better. So I love that little tidbit in there. Loved it. The next, we get a couple dudes trying to shake up the place and trying to strong arm the older lady for her profits of the floral shop. And that's where we see Poison Ivy go after these guys. And she goes after him. She straight up kills these dudes, man. And this is where we see the kind of story where brings up where Poison Ivy is seen as a villain because you see her evil deeds, but nobody ever saw or nobody ever saw her do the good things, like what she did for the woman, right? And I think that in a life, I think that kind of mirrors life a lot. Like, you'll see a lot of, you know, when somebody does something bad, it sticks for them, you know, forever. But no one ever sees the good deeds that people do day in and day out. And I think that's where a lot of people can be misunderstood. And I think that this is a really good story to explain how Poison Ivy can be misunderstood. Yeah, she killed those dudes, but that's, you know, she's not a saint. You know, she's never claimed to be a superhero. She's just a person with superpowers who, you know, goes out and does her own set of justice. So she is an anti-hero. So yeah, excellent story. Really enjoyed it. And Legion of Bloom, I thought that as for the rest of the stories, you get a little bit of Batman, Jason Woodrow action. You get some Swamp Thing, Blue Beetle stuff. Really fun book of multiple stories and stuff. Not exactly what I thought it was going to be. When I heard Legion of Bloom, I thought it was going to be like a story, kind of like something that I thought about like a few years ago, of having a Justice League Green, where you have like guys like Swamp Thing, Poison Ivy, Animal Man, Aquaman, you know, guys that look out for the environment, try to look out for the flora and the fauna as well. And, you know, try to go up against, you know, environmental crisis or whatever. And not exactly that, but it is the little bit of roots of what it could be. Now, I will say something about like the Poison Ivy stuff. Like, I'm really happy to say that the story was written by Ashley Allen, and a really good story. And so that's one of the reasons why I'm really excited about Poison Ivy becoming a ongoing series, because now you're going to have other creators take a crack at it. And so anyways, yeah, that's it for today. I'll see you guys next time. I think Poison Ivy comes out in 2 weeks. I don't know if you guys want me to do the covers things. I might do the cover things, but it started getting a little bit overwhelming with all the covers that were coming out, because they've kind of, DC has kind of seen, oh, okay, we got a money maker here. So hopefully, I don't know, we'll see. Anyways, see you guys.